All right, thank you for joining us today. And in this video, we are going to talk about the power rule and root rule under the properties of limit. Let's jump right in. So same assumptions we have here. Now we want to talk about power rule. So what is the power rule? Let's assume I have limit as s is approaching a of f of x, but to the power n. Now don't forget this n here is constant, right? N is constant. N is constant. If n is not constant, we cannot use the property. So n is constant. Then we can write this one as limit x is approaching a of f of x all to the power n, right? So we can move the limit inside the parentheses and perform the magic here, and then after we put the n on it. So now since this is equal to L, we are going to have m to the power n. So that is the power rule. When n is constant, then we can send the limit inside the parentheses and work on the function, the results, then we take the n. So this one, the results is L, and then the n will be on it. So that is the power rule. Very simple. Let's look at the root rule. Now the root rule can be converted to the power rule, right? So let's look at the root rule. Let's assume I have limit x is approaching a of the nth root of f of x. Now same thing, n is constant, then this can be written as limit x is approaching a of f of x, then the nth root on it. Good. So this is how it's going to be. And we know that the one under the nth root is L, right? So we are saying that if n is constant, right, which we are finding the nth root, right, then we can move the limit under the root or the radical, which will give us this. Then when we are done performing this, now we can pick the nth root on this. And why did I say we can convert it to power rule? This can be written as limit x is approaching a of f of x to the power 1 over n, right? So we can write it that way. And if we are using the idea of power rule that we just learned, then we can write this one as limit x is approaching a of f of x, right? Then all to the power 1 over n, and this one can be written as L1 to the power n, and this is the same as that. So yeah, so that is the power rule and then the root rule. They are very simple, very simple.